How we doing, everybody? This is That Our Nerd back at it again with another algebra tutorial. This tutorial today is going to cover factoring. So what factoring is basically we're trying to find a group, most commonly would be two numbers, but a group of numbers that multiply together to equal whatever your product is. And so whatever numbers you're multiplying, those are going to be the factors. So as a quick example, if we're trying to find the factors of 60, what we try to do is find what two numbers multiply together to get the number 60. So if we're trying to find all the different factors of 60, what we could do is we could just start at the smallest and then increase up and see which numbers go. So if we had 1, what would we multiply that by to get 60? Well, we'd multiply that by 60. Right? So 1 and 60 would be factors of 60. What about 2? Can we multiply something by 2 to get 60? Well, yeah, we could do 30, right? So 2 and 30 would then be factors of 60. We could do this again for the number 3. What multiplied by 3 can we use to get 60? Well, that would be 20. What about 4? Is there anything we can multiply 4 by to get 60? Yeah, we could do it by 15. And we could do 5, right? We could do that by 12. 5 times 12 would give us 60. 6 times 10 would give us 60. So 6 and 10 would be factors of 60. What about 7? Well, 7 times 8 is 56. 7 times 9 is 63. So that would not be a factor of 60. With 8 times 7 is 56, 8 times 8 is 64, so that would not be a factor. 9 times 6 is 54, 9 times 7 is 63, so that would not be a factor. But then we'd be up to 10, and 10 times 6, we already have that written down. So as we increase this way, we decrease this way, right? Until it flips, and now we have all the factors of 60. So if they wanted a list of all the different factors of 60, it would be this. And so again, the important thing to remember here is that factors are whatever you can multiply together to get your product. And so these would be all the factors of 60. Sometimes we might want to find something called the prime factorization, and this is oftentimes more helpful than actually just finding factors. And so what the prime factorization is we try to simplify the factorization into only prime numbers. And again, prime numbers are only numbers that you can multiply itself in 1, and that's it. So like 2, that would be a prime number, right? We can't multiply anything else other than 2 and 1. That's the only way you can get it. So you multiply it by itself and 1. 3 would be another prime number. The only way you can get it is by multiplying 3 and 1. 4 would not be a prime number, right? Because you could do 2 times 2. 5 would be a prime number because you could do 5 and 1, and it goes up. There are a lot of different prime numbers: 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, and the list goes on. But basically, when we're doing this prime factorization, is we're trying to factor it into only prime numbers. A helpful way to do this is by using something that we call a factor tree. And so what this is you write the number that you want on top. So let's say we're trying to find the prime factorization of 84. What you do is you make your two branches and split it into just two factors and then see if we can factor those more and more. With these big numbers, something that's helpful is to take out a 2, right? Because if it's even, we know that we can take a 2 out of it. So we could do 2 times by 42, and that would give us 84. Are either of these prime? Well, yeah, 2 is going to be prime. So we circle that one. We know we have one prime number here. 42 is not prime. We can at least take a 2 out of it. Again, this is a pretty big number. So we could do 2, or we could do 6 times 7. Probably 6 times 7 might be a little quicker and easier. So let's stick with that one. So now we can split this little branch up into 6 times 7. Are either of these prime numbers? Well, yeah, this number 7 is a prime number. So we circle that one. And 6 is not a prime number, so that one's not quite done yet. We can split up 6 into 2 times 3, right? 2 and 3 would be factors of 6. 2 is a prime number, so we circle it. And 3 is a prime number, so we circle that number. Now, at the end of every tree, at the end of every node here, we have a prime number. And so for a prime factorization, we'd say that 84 is equal to 2 times 2 times 3 times 7. So for this, we're multiplying only prime numbers together. And so this would be our prime factorization for the number 84. In the next lesson, we're going to talk a little bit about least common multiple and doing some other things with that and with factoring. If you found this video helpful, make sure to slap a prime factorization onto that like button down there and subscribe if you'd like to see more algebra tutorials similar to this one. Thank you very much for your time and have a swell day.